Hi guys, welcome back. Miss Monificent here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I am bringing you guys another Dollar Tree DIY. This one is a part of my fall series. This is my fall centerpiece. I absolutely love it. If you guys are interested in how I made this, then keep on watching. Now let's get into the list of things that I used for this DIY. I will list everything down below in the description box, so don't forget to check that out. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to be doing is taking my painter's tape and I'm going to wrap it around the glass of this Tealight candle holder, because this is one of the items that I will be painting. I mean, it is nice as is, but I just wanted to glam it up a bit, so I decided to paint it. Okay, now once I'm done wrapping the outside of the glass, I'm going to take a piece of newspaper and I'm going to stick it on the inside of the glass so that no paint gets on the glass at all. So you'll see me sticking it in, and then I'm also going to be securing that with more painter's tape. Okay, next, all of these things that you see me stacking here are all of the things that I am going to be painting off camera, and I will come back when everything is dry. Okay, now that my pumpkin is dry, I'm going to be taking my Tealight candle holder, placing it upside down on top of the pumpkin so that I know the exact measurements of the hole to cut out at the top of the pumpkin so that this Tealight candle holder can fit down inside of it. I'm using my kitchen knife. You can use, if you decide to do this project, whatever works for you. Now I'm taking my Mod Podge and my glitter, and I'm going to place Mod Podge, of course, down, and then a little glitter a little bit at a time. I am going to be doing this on the top half of the pumpkin. I'm not going to do it on the whole pumpkin, only the top half. This is what it's looking like. I am going to set this aside and let this dry, and then once it's dry, I'm going to add a second layer of Mod Podge all over the glitter just to seal the glitter, and I'm going to move on to the next step while this is drying. Now moving on to the next step, which is assembling everything. I'm starting with these two candle stands and this styrofoam wreath, and I'm going to be gluing it just the way you see here, and I'm only going to be using my hot glue gun. Now you can use your E6000 for this. I would recommend, if this is something that you want to use season after season, or if you don't plan on trying to use these things for another DIY, then I would suggest using your E6000. But because I may want to use these things for something else, and for the purpose of this video, I am only going to be using my hot glue gun, which is it works out okay, but I would definitely suggest using your E6000. And I'm only placing glue right here on the edge, one edge of each of the candle stands, and I want the candle stands to stick more so on the inside of the styrofoam wreath. Now I'm going to be taking my wire wreath, and I'm going to be gluing my wire wreath right on the top of the styrofoam wreath, just like so. The way I'm going to be gluing this down, I'm going to be placing glue just right there on those points, because those actually touch the styrofoam really well. The round circle part doesn't touch it so much, so I placed glue right there at those points. Now that is done, this is what I have. Now I'm going to move on to these two circle styrofoam pieces that were white. I spray painted only one side of them because I'm going to glue them together like a sandwich. And this is what I did. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to glue that right in the center. So I'm going to be placing hot glue on the other end of each end of the candle stands and place the styrofoam in there just like this. Now I'm going to take these spear-like Tealight candle holders, and I'm going to be hot gluing them. I have 4 of them, and I'm going to try to place them like you would 4 corners of a square, except for it's a circle. But I'm just going to place a hot glue on the bottom of it and attach it right onto the styrofoam wreath and the wire wreath. And I'm only using my hot glue, but again, I suggest you using E6000 because it has a longer, stronger hold. Okay, next I'm taking this 15 count maple leaves. These are the ones that come with the stems, and they also have the sparkle on them. And I'm going to be placing them like up under the wire across the styrofoam. You guys can, layer these however you choose to layer them. I did want a lot of the wire wreath to show because I just thought that made it look like one piece with the Tealight candle holders. So I'm just going to be cutting the stems off, and I'm going to be gluing them on the styrofoam up under the wire wreath. Be taking the 50-pack maple leaves that I spray painted, and I'm going to hot glue those on top of the styrofoam, kind of overlapping up under the wire wreath. to be taking my bundle of gold sunflowers and I'm going to cut them down to some of them 1 inch and some of them 1/2 inch, and I'm going to be sticking them in the styrofoam wreath to cover up the gap of the wreath and the little styrofoam circle in the middle. And I'm going to do this all the way around just to cover up the styrofoam and the gap in the middle. Okay, now I'm going to be taking my styrofoam pumpkin and I'm going to place hot glue all on the bottom of the pumpkin, and I'm going to stick it right in the center. Okay, now we're done with that. We're going to take our glass Tealight candle holder and we're just going to squeeze it right down in there. There's no need for glue because my cut is perfect, so it fits down in there perfectly. Okay, now I'm going to be taking my diamond wrap that I just hauled in my last Dollar Tree haul video. It's more of the rust orange color diamond wrap, and I'm going to place it right around the pumpkin where you can see the jagged edges. I'm going to hot glue it around there against the glass and the edge, the top edge of that pumpkin, and then I'm also going to be hot gluing a piece around the top of the Tealight candle holder. Okay, and there you have it, you guys. Here is my fall Dollar Tree DIY centerpiece. I just placed some of these battery operated Tealight candle holders that you can purchase from the Dollar Tree, and that is it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you are visiting, I ask that you stay a while by hitting that loyal button down below. Also, if you like this DIY, don't hesitate to share me with your family and friends. I will see you guys in my next video really soon. Until then, you guys, God bless.